Hello everybody and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing great and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be a prediction video for the country of Iceland. And it will be a prediction for approximately 6 months ahead. And I say approximately because time is very difficult to predict on, but give or take a couple of months later, something could also come sooner than expected. And to do this reading, I'm going to use my crystal ball, my tarot cards, oracle cards, and some dice. But before we begin, I just want to thank you all, wonderful viewers, for all of your support, for your sharing, for your mails you sent me, for your comments. And I want to give a special thanks for a lady called Elin from Iceland, who sent me her music that she composed and a song that she dedicated to this channel that is called Resilience is it called, yeah. Thank you so much, Elin. It's very, very appreciated. Before we begin, I also need to say to all of those who are new to crystal ball readings, short explanation. I'm going to use a quartz crystal ball, and quartz crystals are very good energy conductors. They catch the energy that is already there in the universe, transform it and transmit it to me, the receiver, and I get information on something I see, something I hear, feel, smell, or taste. So whatever information that comes, I will pass it further to you. And I also need to concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball and ask the power, the forces to be with us so we can get as good, as accurate information on Iceland as possible. Well, but I just need to give some little facts about Iceland. Iceland is a quite big island, and it's almost as big as half of the United Kingdom. And it's situated up in the north between Norway and Greenland, in the middle of that North Atlantic Sea. And Iceland, it's very famous volcanic island. It have quite few active volcanoes, and with some time in between they have also big volcanic eruptions. And the Iceland people, a lot of them are they have their roots in Viking culture, and the language is Icelandic, but it has big roots in Old Norse language. And many of their traditions are still related to old Viking traditions. And on the island we also have a lot of hot springs, and many houses are heated up with these hot springs, and they can grow and cultivate indoors vegetables all year around due to the hot water springs. And Iceland is also famous for their wild nature, their special horse breed, the Icelandic pony. And they have a special way to walk. They take the front leg and the back leg, at the same time, and it's called tulp, I think. Yeah? And they're very beautiful horses. And what more? Yeah, Iceland, since it's an island in the cold waters, and they also have a lot of fishing industry that is famous from Iceland, shrimps and cod and all kind of fishes. So, and it seems like the Iceland people are quite healthy people with this kind of diet. And there are not so many people living in Iceland, a little bit over 350,000 for the whole island. And most of them are concentrated in their capital, Reykjavik. And yeah, it's not, but many tourists comes and visit islands every year. And if I get information here about Iceland, I have a lot of difficulties to pronounce different names in Iceland, so I will concentrate on Reykjavik, but also north, south, east, west, or center of the island. And places, specific places, I will probably pronounce it very wrong, so I prefer to say, directions instead. But let's get started. First, we concentrate a little bit about Iceland and see what kind of information we can get. Iceland. Can we get some information about Iceland? Glasses on. Iceland. And the Icelandic people are very strong and very proud people. And when injustice arrives, they are keen to make out that point. The female leader of Iceland, she's sitting at the moment on a very shaky chair, symbolically. And it looks like this chair is gonna shake so hard that she will fall off the chair. Fall off the chair. I see there are a lot of personal gains in this rule and connection to states or people that are not healthy for Iceland. It looks like a lot of Iceland people will leave their homes and go out on the streets and make their voices heard. And I see a lot of angry faces, so there will be some kind of big protest coming up in Iceland. And especially since I see contracts or deals that are written in disguise, and it's about natural resources of Iceland, and that like foreign powers are trying to grab those natural resources, and that will not be beneficial for Iceland, and like shady deals. And this will be revealed and reversed. I see a new community, could be even a new city, that will be built on Iceland. And that is due to, could be some natural resources or something that I find in the ground. But it will not be mined or in a way that will hurt the nature. And I see like a city that will grow around this find. with schools and shops and a lot of new houses that will be built. In the coming 2-3 years, I see the population of Iceland will grow to almost a little bit over 500,000 due to some immigrating workforce, but also people who would love to live there. And the tourism, health tourism, will also grow more for Iceland, especially with hot baths and massage and springs with a lot of minerals in the water. For people with skin conditions or aches and pains in bones and muscles, that they will come to Iceland for treatment. Will be more holistic. The holistic way of treating people will have like a renaissance in Iceland. And there will be a lot of UFO activity around the island. And it will be almost like close encounters. The current leader of Iceland will not remain as a leader. And this could even happen this year. In the future, and that is more than 6 months ahead, I see like some kind of railway or different kind of roads that are connecting different kinds of parts of the island, but it's not by car. It's different kind of transportation, resembles of trains, but still not train as we know today. Different kind of technology, that it will be very easy to travel between different parts of Iceland in a very short time. On the airport of Reykjavik, there will be, for a period of time, I cannot say exactly when this begins, a lot of airplanes, military airplanes, helicopters, and but also military ships with different kinds of vehicles, trucks, and things like that. Some kind of station, military station. And there will be some very interesting archaeological finds related to the Viking era. But in this find, could be a boat or something, they will find something that is not connected to the Vikings, something that is really, how did it get there? It's very, very old. It's not from the Vikings, but it's still in this Viking so-called treasure. Around our Earth, our planet, it will be a lot of disturbance. We are attacked by all kinds of forces, visible and invisible, in different kind of dimensions. And this could make the magnetic fields, the whole structure of Earth very shaky or misplaced during a period of time. And that will make maritime life also a little bit confused. So this could happen that Iceland fishermen or Iceland people that live around the coast suddenly will find fishes or different kind of animals that lives in the water that really does not belong in Iceland, but they come there in big groups. Yeah, and that will be a little bit odd and strange to see that. A new way to build houses will come up, and that will mean that people can afford good living for not so much money, and quick build and good quality build. In the center of the island, or they're gonna find some kind of entrance in a deep cave, some kind of underground cave, and in this underground it's something new that will open up, and it's gonna be very, very, very interesting and breathtaking what they're gonna find in there. Like not of out of this world. I'm not sure if it will happen this year or next year, but the whole currency situation in Iceland, their money will look totally different. And it could even be called something different. And the value of Iceland money will also rise due to a lot of resources and other things that they will find in the island. Even though a lot of people in Ireland have taken the treatment, I still see that due to the hot springs, the air, the water, the nature, and the vibration, the whole vibration that the island has, helps to lower the side effects, or could in some way keep whatever is in this treatment not to infect too much the humans. Yeah. Well, that was what I could see in the crystal ball. Let's continue to the cards. So let's see if the cards have some additional information for Iceland. some additional information for Iceland. And some dice. We have a monkey flying a castle, birdhouse with a lot of birds. Love yourself first. As I said, the Iceland people are very proud of the country. They love their island and they really want to preserve it for future generation. They have had a monkey in the birdhouse. And we have the magician, the first card. So some manipulations, some odd business has been going on. And they have been trying to manipulate with the Iceland people to believe stuff that is not true. And it's like the Iceland people are waking up and they're gonna turn their back, 8 of Cups, to whatever they have been trying to push on them. And there will be protest, not heavy protest like in Paris and France, but still there will be protest. And if the majority of Iceland people are on one page, then whoever tries to lead them into something, they will not succeed. They will try to bribe them, but they will not take any bribes. There will be big changes in the politics. Very big changes. In the northern part of the island, there will be new volcanic eruption. It will not be huge, but still it will be felt and seen. And when this, it's like it's a new volcano that rises from the sea. And when that volcano builds up and rises, some land of Iceland will also rise. And due to this rising of land, something will be revealed in the ground that is very interesting. Very, very interesting. In the future, and that is could be a couple of years, I see like the whole island will expand and rise. It will be bigger, more square meters or square kilometers bigger. Let's see if we can get some more information for Iceland. That is important to talk about. Some more information about Iceland. We have the 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the universe, the world, 2 of Coins, and Ace of Wands, and beautiful nature and religious factors. This concludes also what I said before. It will be some kind of UFO activity, almost a religious experience, and very close encounter. Of course, people will get scared and worried. What is going on? What is going on? And a lot of people in Iceland are also worried about what's happening all around our world, and that it could affect their country in a negative way. We are all feeling, all around our planet, the economy crisis, the pollutions, the politics, everything is like crashing down and turning upside down. But according to the cards, it's like a new time is waiting for us, a new beginning, end of all kinds of problems and struggles. And the country of Iceland, it seems like it will become more greener, or it could be big parts of the Iceland that could become warmer somehow, and more vegetation, more trees, more plants will be able to grow. Could be also some kind of artificial a dome on something that will be covered on big areas, and during that screen or whatever it is, a lot of plants can grow, and different kinds of what they have today. So it looks like the whole Iceland will be changing in the future to something extremely fascinating and wonderful. During the coming 6 months, or a little bit more, I would say, there will be some changes in the finances in Iceland, but it will be beneficial for the people. I don't see the global agenda with central CDBC, you own nothing and you will be happy, pass through here in Iceland. And the people would never allow it. And since it's doomed to go away anyway, it will not keep the grip over Iceland. So, some last words for Iceland. Is there any last words to be said about Iceland? Any last words for Iceland? Okay, we have the devil, the Hierophant, the carriage, military man, and family man. There are some evil forces that are trying to infiltrate in Iceland, pretending being good, but they will be driven away from the country. And the Iceland people will not allow them to take their resources or to poison them in the way these evil forces want to. And as I said, during a period of time it will be some kind of military presence, and then they will move on. And it looks like some of those military are there for the devil to chase away the evil forces, something that is evil and hiding there. In the future, Iceland will be a little bit of an exotic place if you want to get married and have your wedding ceremony there. So people in Iceland will see a lot of couples in love who want to celebrate their wedding there, or have their honeymoon in Iceland. And it will grow more than they expect. Yeah. But some strange finding that will shock the people. Well, that was my reading for Iceland. And to all of you wonderful, strong and brave Iceland people, keep your head strong. Don't let negative forces consume your country. Be brave enough to say no when it's something that it's not beneficial for you. And your country will rise. It will become different that you know today, but different in a very, very spectacular and positive way. Well, and to the rest of you, if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, share button and subscription button. And take care out there, be strong, help each other. Things are going to be a little bit hectic and turbulent in our near future. But together, if we stick together, we're going to be able to pass through these turbulent times quite well. And big rewards and a more positive future waits ahead for all of us. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.